I'm breaking the rules. Ooh, 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 ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy, got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. Every week I got a mission to get it. Hop on a flight and then finish in business. I'm sitting in business, just look at the ticket. A traveling man, I'm switching to pivot. Why would I talk about it when I live it? I know that you live it, I know that you mad.
The Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte.
Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Carolina Panthers.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And Dalton going to throw right away.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, it's football 101, because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back, because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
Oh, man, coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Now 2nd and 5. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Here's Pierce. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
Hurt! Right there, hurt!
Once more, it's Pierce.
He'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Stroud. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
About that, red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. To about the 40-yard line. The Panthers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? You look at the defense for these Texans. And they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. 1st and 10 for Dalton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. So Dalton now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
368.
Dalton now to pass. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Out is Tucker McCann now to try the field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. McCann's kick up and good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Tank down to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Tough spot here, third down and 11. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Rolling, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. D.J. Johnson brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. On fourth down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Andy Dalton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to add on to that lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. McCann now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
79 Broncos. Ready?
Stroud off the play fake. That is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Mustang 19.
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there. He's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Trap 60. Ready?
Stroud on 3rd down now. Oh, that's deep for Duvernay. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. 4th down. Here's Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 1st and 10. It's Pierce. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
2nd and 5.
On play action, they'll throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Panther 60. Panther 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Pierce.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. Play action. Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Stroud. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Devin Duvernay. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans get a bit closer. Boy, Charles, that's a great response drive from the rookie quarterback. Remember, threw the pick on the previous possession. Here, he's able to lead him down and throw it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I know from the draft analysis that this is exactly why this team wanted to take this young man. They thought his ability to bounce back from mistakes and quickly turn them into positives, that was something they wanted on their team, and we just saw evidence of it right there. This young man doesn't let anything get to him, and he finds a way to come back big.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
55 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the full competitor of their attack. This is going to take a one-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
And they're going to speed things up here. Now Dalton. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And Dalton to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come out in the pistol.
first half is winding down, and the Panthers would extend their lead here just before halftime. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Go check. Rig alert. Go street. Hide in. Ready?
Stroud to throw it. That ball caught. It's Chosen.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Ready? 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18. Street. Panther 11. Ready?
Final play of the half. Stroud. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing now is Stroud.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be
Team tight.
Stroud now on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way to the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. A give running left. It's Sanders. They can't tackle it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. And now they'll shift things around. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. Touchdown! Kendrick Pryor, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really Unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Chosen. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
18 on the play. First down, Texans.
Go.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Cardinal. Ready.
4th down. Stroud going to try to throw for it. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. From midfield here, Dalton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw here, Dalton. Trying to improvise. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
They go 368.
Dalton now to pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They go for it on 4th and 2, and it's a gain of 6.
36-yard line.
368.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
2-by-2. Move. Stop.
Another run with Sanders. There he goes, right side. Fast footwork by Sanders. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 143 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Sanders. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Texans. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Texans may have recovered. They did recover. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Panther 60, Panther 60, 79 Broncos. Panther Street, Panther Street. Ready?
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
19.
Stroud sets up the play action. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Robbie Chosen with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Dalton. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal.
44. 44.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. McCann for the point after. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Down on the return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, 27 yards. And the Panthers have opened the lead up to 30. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time in a row. Dante Jackson picks it. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. Lets it fly for Thielen.
Oh, that should be a double team, and it's intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Ready? Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Cowboy 80. Trap 60, trap 60.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Jeremy Chin, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack.
Cup 19.
Stroud from his own end zone. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Go, Reed, go. Ready?
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much right on the books.
Yeah, we were going to start bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
On 1st and 10, a handoff. Nope, it's a reverse. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Passing, it's Dalton. And that one too wide and incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Escaping the pressure right. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they got to get to the line quickly. Stroud now on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
18, Pioneer. On the ball, on the ball.
Stroud now on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run with Sanders. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now a carry for Sanders. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. McCann now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
67, Texans 27.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. And got his man, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
First down, Houston.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. One final shot for C.J. Stroud. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how